Hello everybody. Today we'll be going over how to access and navigate Libby for ebooks and audiobooks. This is brought to you by the OLC Workshop ATP Library and Archives. To start off, if you don't remember your library card login information, please call or email us so that we can get you the information necessary. If you don't have a library card, you can apply for one by going to our webpage, library.olc.edu, and filling out the form, Apply for Library Card. When you fill out the form, be sure to select Yes for the question near the end that asks, Would you like access to our ebook collection? So Libby is a free resource developed by Overdrive and provided by libraries for access to ebooks and audiobooks for adults, young adults or teens, and Wakanja. Access can be provided on your desktop or laptop by going to libbyapp.com, or because it is also a free app, it can be downloaded on your tablet or phone by searching up Libby the Library app on Google Play if you have an Android, or the App Store if you have an iPhone or iPad. Now I'll go through some walkthroughs for navigating Libby, starting with the setup process. When you first download the app or open the website, you may see introductory questions such as this to help you to locate your library. You start off by selecting, yes, I have a library card, then search for a library and type in Oglala Lakota College and click on it. Now you want to select sign in with my card, log in using your library card information. Again, if you do not remember your login information, call or email us so that we can get the information to you. Additionally, you can add more than one library card. So if you have a library card with the Rapid City Public Library, for example, you're able to add both cards onto your Libby account. Next, I want to briefly go over the navigation tools. The first navigation tool is the button on the left, which lets you search for titles and use the filter tools to find books suited for your interests. When you click on the filter button, you can specify by subject, format, availability, audience, and much more. The second is the library button, which allows you to browse based on collection lists. So newly added fiction and nonfiction titles, overlooked, or even certain genres or themes. The third is the middle menu button where you can customize your settings, manage your library cards, view notifications, and much more. The fourth is the shelf button where you can manage your borrowed titles under loans and keep track of your holds. The fifth and final navigation button helps you to organize titles by customized tags such as borrowed, sampled, want to read, on hold, and much more. Now I'll demonstrate the checkout and return process. For example, let's say I browsed through and decided that I want to look at this book, but I'm unsure if I want to check it out. What I can do is I can select read a sample to read up to 50 pages, or for audiobooks, it will say play sample to listen to about a 5-minute excerpt to decide if I want to borrow it. Now, after reading the sample, I decided that I do want to check it out or borrow it. What I will do is select borrow, and then I can choose the borrowing length, either 14 or 21 days, then select borrow again. And it is now checked out with you. So I'll select Libby on this device. When you check out a title, you can read or listen to it directly on your phone, tablet, or computer. Some tools that are available to enhance your reading experience includes a bookmark and highlight function for both ebooks and audiobooks. If you're reading on an ebook, you can edit the text size and display or background page color. Or if you're listening to an audiobook, you can change playback speed and add a sleep timer. The great thing about Libby is that if you forget to return a book, it will automatically do it for you at the end of your borrow period, or you can renew it to prolong your borrowing as long as it's not placed on hold by another user. Otherwise, if you finish the book or audiobook before the due date, you can select Return Early by going to Manage Loan, selecting Return Early, which helps if you want to borrow another but are already at the checkout limit of up to 3 titles. Another tool I want to briefly go over is the Notify Me button or tag, which helps us to better curate the collection and add titles that users are interested in. How you would utilize this is by going to the search bar, and let's say you search up a title of the book you want to read, but realize that it's not available for checkout in our collection. What you would do is click on the Notify Me button with the little bell, so that if we're able to add it to the collection, you'll get a notification on your device. When titles are tagged as Notify Me, this way we are able to see them on the administration end to prioritize what gets added to the collection. We can't promise it will be added, but this helps to understand what you are interested in reading. If you ever run into any issues, you can always call or email us so we can help you. We are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., except for holidays. Otherwise, you can navigate to the Help and Support section by going to the middle menu button, scrolling down to Help and Support, and either searching up your problem or clicking on the Help site link, which will take you to a page made by Libby to browse categories for what you need help or are running into issues with. Kulamaya, thank you for listening. As always, if you have any questions or issues with logging in or troubleshooting, please feel free to contact us by phone or email, and we will be happy to help.